Hi folks, I'm Tony Allsop from Caravan World magazine.
Hello from Denyse also.
Denise and I are here today at Travellers Rest Caravan Park, which is at Midge Point, named after a survey vessel that went down here many years ago. The Midge Point lies about 80 kilometres northeast of Mackay and about 20 kilometres southeast of Proserpine in Queensland. This is one of our favourite parks, so come with us this morning and we'll give you a look at the park, show you the area, and you'll maybe find out why we love it so much. Come and join Denise and I now. Travellers Rest Caravan Park is right on the beachfront at the end of the road, and although the actual camping area is only about 10 acres, the whole park covers about 150 with walking tracks and a freshwater lake at the top and a mango orchard. But let's go around and we'll have a look at some of it. This is the entrance, and as you can see, it's just like a large national park in here. Absolutely beautiful. All the old trees have been left. It's unlogged forest, and the campsites are quite often arranged around the trees rather than in long rows like several other parks. So this is some of the camping area underneath the trees. There's cabin accommodation here as well as camping and powered sites, and they're really quite private. The whole caravan park has been built around these old trees that really haven't been logged. The original developers, Bill and Heather Caldecott, had this in mind, that it was going to be left in a really natural state and be developed as an eco-park. Dendrobe orchids you'll find hanging off many of the trees here. And there's a nice little area where you could sit down and maybe have a drink available at the kiosk. For campers, you have a smallish camp kitchen, but it has everything you require: fridges and microwave, 2 cooking plates and barbecue and so on. There are a couple of fig trees on the property. And it might pay not to park underneath them when they are ripe, as the flying foxes love them. The Travellers Rest has several resident scrub turkeys, and here we have one building its nest. As you can see by the large wattle, it's a male. And they're really quite tame here. And no, they're not to be eaten. We're in the camping area of Travellers Rest, and the frangipanis are out, and the dendrobe orchids are all out in blossom. And it's now the end of October, coming on to November, and we had the park to ourselves. And now is a good time for you southerners to travel this area, because it's still not too hot, around 30 degrees in the daytime, and you have the park to yourself. Most of the sites are very shady and very spacious between them. This is the swimming pool, and the amenities block has just been updated and repainted. Beware of these green ant nests. If the ants drop on you, they bite. But you can bite them back because they have a lemon tasting body full of citrus, and quite nutritious if you like to, to risk it. These Ixora shrubs are around the outside of the pool and spa, and quite often you'll see the brilliant blue Ulysses butterfly feeding on them. This curlew is not very happy because it's got a chick right close to it. Let's go and have a look at the mother and chick. Here's the mother, and you can see the chick just underneath it. The track leading up to the lake winds up through these mango trees. There are several shops at Midge Point, including a IGA supermarket and a fuel outlet here. And as well as that, there is a tavern, which we can definitely recommend the meals there. Anywhere after about half tide, you can cross this little tidal creek at Midge Mountain. At high tide, there's really good fishing and crabbing in here. If you do climb Midge Mountain, apart from the views, there are also a lot of dendrobe orchids growing up here. And they're generally in flower between August and late October, November. We walk for about 5 to 10 minutes around the back of Midge Mountain, and we come to the entrance to 6 Mile Inlet. Now keep in mind this is dead low tide. If you have a tinny, you can launch it off the beach and go to these 2 islands just offshore, or a bit further around is 6 Mile Inlet, which is always very calm and great for crabbing. There's a seat right on the ocean front here for visitors. Great place to spend happy hour. Returning from the beach, you can pick up this sign and walk back to the caravan park. At the end of the beach on the south end is a good place for fishing. It's low tide now, but when the tide comes in, it's a great place. Personally, I've caught cod, a barra, mangrove jack, and plenty of bream in here. Be careful if you have your dog in the area of this creek. I think the sign says it all. We have heard of the resident crocodile being seen sunning itself on this little sandbank here. The marina itself at Laguna Keys is worth a visit, just to have a look at some of the luxury boats here. Hi folks, Tony Allsop back with you again. Well, we've shown you some of Traveller's Rest Caravan Park and why we really like it. It's a wonderful beach and a wonderful park and a huge acreage, plenty to do and plenty to see here. If you like this short clip, then buy a copy of Caravan World where you can read our full feature on the place. Until next month, this is Tony and Denise signing off. Bye.
Bye.